Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Episode 32 deals with superficial knowledge of the Shastras and the Scriptures. Acharyal cites 3 parables to drive home this message. In the first case, 10 friends decide to cross the river with the help of a boat. So, from one end of the river or one bank, they boarded into the boat, ferried it, and reached the other bank and got out of it. Now, one of them decided to make a head count to ensure all of them are safe. When he started to count, he counted up to 9, left him, and started crying, saying that, I think one is dead. The next friend said, you are a fool, let me do the counting. Then he starts to do the counting, ends up with 9, leaving him alone, and concludes, indeed, one is dead. The third person repeats the same mistake. A passerby was watching this and came close to them to find out what was bothering them. Then one of them told that we came as 10, but when we do the head count, we are only 9 now, and therefore we fear that one of us have died, and we are trying to figure out who is dead. The passerby said, call the fourth man and said, start counting. Then the man counts 9 heads and says, only 9 are available. Then the passerby says, you, the person who is counting, is the 10th one. So every time you have left yourself in the head count and ended up with 9 and walks away. This is parable 1. Parable 2. An announcement is made by a philanthropist that he would compensate adequately somebody who knows all the 4 Vedas. Then a person pretending to be a Pandit walks into his house to collect that fat booty and says, I am ready. Then the philanthropist says, alright, now tell me the Vedas. Now the fellow who enters into the house replies, sir, your question is, do you know the 4 Vedas? I know Vedas are 4 in number. Give me my prize. The philanthropist was stunned. He said, I think you have made an announcement and you have to stand by your announcement. You said people should know 4 Vedas. I know that Vedas are 4 in number. Give me my prize. He was kicked out of the house. This is the second parable. Acharya now cites the third parable. This is a case where an artist displayed an out-of-the-box, mesmerizing music out of his harmonium. It was a spellbound audience, and they went into raptures. After the conclusion of the performance, the lead performer went out to meet someone else, and the harmonium was in his place. One of the curious audience went into his room to find out how could this instrument bring out such a good music, and wanted to know what is the source. So he unscrewed the harmonium, took it part by part to find out whether to trace the source of that music, and finally he ended up with nothing. He got disgusted and said, nothing is there to be the source, and walks away. Acharyal concludes, this is how many have superficial knowledge over the scriptures. In the first parable, when the head count is made, one leaves their own self in making the course and ensuring that the count is completed, and cites if you leave your own Atma and starts counting on your body, counting on your organs, you end up miserably to say that body is the truth. 2. When one has to gain knowledge in the Vedas, it is not enough. One knows only the number of Vedas. And in the last instance, when a harmonium can produce such a mellifluous music because of the performer's ability in handling the instrument, if somebody tries to cut open the instrument to find out the source of music, they'll end up only in misery. You can't find the Atma by simply cutting open the body to find out where is its source. Superficial knowledge is therefore disastrous, and one should clearly stay away in acquiring knowledge from spurious sources, knowledge from uninformed sources, knowledge through one's own making and interpretation. Shri Guru Pyo Namah.